In October 2019, 32-year-old Italian photographer Elia Corso embarked on a photography trip to Akan-Mashu National Park in Hokkaido, Japan. Elia was known for his nature photography, a reserved but passionate artist. The region, famous for its lush forests, volcanic lakes, and misty mountains, was the perfect setting for his latest project. He carried only his camera, a backpack, and a few days' worth of food. He checked into a local guest house and shared his plans to shoot along the forest trails. Elia left the guest house on the morning of October 15th. The guest house owner recalled him being cheerful, mentioning he was headed to a trail north of Lake Mashu. The weather was cold but clear, an ideal day for photography. Elia said he planned to return by evening, but when night fell, he didn't come back. The guest house owner grew worried and called the local police. The next morning, park rangers and police formed a search team. They began tracking the trail where Elia was last seen. One of his camera lenses was found among some bushes, but neither his backpack nor any other belongings turned up. Search dogs lost his scent near a creek. The creek was shallow, too shallow to hide a body. Strangely, there were no footprints on the trail, not Elia's nor anyone else's. On the second day, Elia's phone signal was checked. The last signal came from a hill north of the lake at 2:17 a.m. that night, but the phone was never found. Search teams struggled with the area's dense fog and volcanic terrain. On the third day, a ranger found a memory card from Elia's camera. It was wedged between the roots of a tree, as if deliberately hidden. The photos on the memory card shocked the police and Elia's family. The first few shots were as expected: views of the lake, misty trees, a herd of deer. But the last 12 photos were taken at night. In the darkness, there were blurry but unsettling images: a spiral symbol carved into a tree trunk, a humanoid but disproportionate figure drawn on a rock, and in the final frame, Elia's own shadow, but next to it was another shadow. This shadow wasn't human. It was long, thin, and curved, like a branch. Elia's family flew from Italy to Japan. When they saw the photos, Elia's sister said he had no interest in symbols or drawings and would never shoot in the forest at night. Locals began talking about old Ainu legends. According to folklore, a being called the Shadow of Kamui roamed the area around Lake Mashu, not human, not animal, but something that watched everything. It observed outsiders, sometimes called to them, and sometimes took them. The search lasted a week, but no trace was found. Elia's backpack turned up 2 months later on the opposite shore of the lake at the entrance to a cave. Inside were food, water, and a notebook. On a single page, in shaky handwriting, were the words, "It sees me. It doesn't stop. No light." The note was written in Italian, Elia's native language, not Japanese. The cave was searched, but it was empty. No footprints, no belongings. Elia's disappearance made waves in Japan and international media. Online forums debated whether the photos were fake. Some suggested Elia staged his disappearance for an art project, but his family insisted he would never do such a thing, emphasizing his passion for nature and his work. Other theories were darker: a cult, a serial killer, or something supernatural. In 2020, a hiker found a piece of fabric 20 kilometers from where Elia vanished, hanging from a tree branch. Lab analysis confirmed it came from the jacket in Elia's backpack, but the fabric was impossibly high up, at least 10 meters. The wind couldn't have carried it there, as it was tightly tied. The most disturbing discovery came in 2021. An amateur drone operator flying over Lake Mashu noticed a clearing deep in the forest. In it was a massive spiral symbol made of stones, resembling the one from the memory card. The drone footage showed something at the symbol's center, a shadow resembling a human figure, but far too tall and thin. The footage captured it for only a few seconds before the drone's battery died. When teams searched the area, they found neither the symbol nor any other trace. Elia Corso remains missing. His family returns to Hokkaido every year to search, but their hope is fading. The local Ainu community calls the area sacred but dangerous and warns tourists not to enter the forest at night. Elia's final photo with its shadow has been shared millions of times online. Some say it's just a tree branch, others an optical illusion. But the shadow's shape, its disproportionate arms, and seemingly headless silhouette continues to unnerve those who see it. Elia's sister, in a final interview, said, "He went into that forest to capture something, but something found him." Akan-Mashu National Park still draws tourists because of its beauty, but at night, when the fog rolls in, some still feel something watching. Elia Corso's story remains an unanswered question. What was that shadow, and where did it take him?